sessions that are going to be short and spicy and nice. And today we are going to draw a Christmas decoration. I give you a hint, it's round and it is a bubble. I'm using rather small paper. You could see that in comparison to my hands. Therefore, the picture will be generated rather quickly, and it's something that you should be able to fit in every day for the next 12 days. So let's get into that. I'm using a liner, which is, I don't know if you can show that in the camera, but it's 0.7 thickness. It gives me a good line to work with and allows me to do beautiful rounding. And today we're gonna do a bubble. We're gonna start with creating a shape. You might be happy straight away with the shape that you created, or you might play with it a little bit longer to get to the right size and the right shape. Now I'm quite happy with the shape of my bubble, and I will also have that little part where we attach a string. This bubble is going to represent something that I'm very grateful for. I am a believer that everything that we manifest and achieve in life starts with gratitude, starts with thinking and appreciating what we have already today. And after that, we will take it further and we'll start creating wishes during other sessions. So let's start with gratitude today. Think about one thing that you are extremely grateful for, and let's make it about this year because it's coming to the end and it marks the end of 2023. We have one month to go, and we can start reflecting on what happened with us in the last 12 months and what is it that you are especially grateful for and can appreciate in your life. So in my example, I'm very grateful for being a student this year. It's been a really long time since I was in, proper offline education, working with and studying with people, with other students, and it's been one of the most enriching experiences probably in my entire life. So I'm very grateful for an opportunity to be a student in Staffordshire University and to have a chance complete master's degree and getting a better education to what I had to date. So that's my bubble of gratitude. And to begin with, you just creating a few lines and patterns in the actual bubble, thinking about the most wonderful thing that happened to you in 2023, reflecting on how it changed your life, appreciating that your life wouldn't be the same without this particular event or person, or even the thing. Maybe the best thing you've done this year is got a driving license or bought a car, and that could be something that changed the way you live, changed your lifestyle. Maybe you met someone special, a special friend. And here as well, I'm kind of going to expand now from my wish. So this is my gratitude, internal gratitude, just to say thank you for this opportunity, for for being a master student for the course. And over here now, I'm gonna be creating lines in the space. So filling the background with lines, and what they represent is the ripple effect of this event. So because I was on the course and became a student in university, I've met new people. I've made a new friend. Straight away around the corners. I tried new things. For example, I started doing more face-to-face workshops in Neurographica locally and other towns in England, like Birmingham and Manchester, Newcastle. I have developed a better routine where I'm able now to prioritize my mental health in general, and finding the times and days where I don't work and just enjoy my family. What else happened to me because of the master's degree? Well, I found my entrepreneurial tribe through the like-minded people on the university course. I've got now a community of people who are also building their own businesses, and we have so much in common. I also had new customers, new collaborations with other people, so working on different projects, having an opportunity to pitch to businesses, being part of other people's work and projects, and planning the future together. Okay, and now I'm ready to start working with the color. Today I'm using pencils and also highlighters. Highlighters are the, I suppose, bread and butter of Neurographica. It's the original and official tool of Neurographica as a method, and I get to learn and enjoy this tool, which at first was a bit strange, but it creates also a very beautiful effect when the markers bleed or your liner bleed, and you could actually, without trying too hard, create nice shades in your picture, and new sort of happy accidents, like here as I drag the black color, it creates additional pattern, and that makes me quite happy actually, because I wasn't expecting that. When you choose the color, try to connect it to your emotions. What does that represent to you? How does it feel inside when you're using that particular color? This is a very happy color for me, and I'm just going to use some purple inside. Mixing media here, the brightness and juiciness of highlighters with softness of pencil. When you create your Neurographica art, set yourself free and allow yourself to experiment. Color over the lines, so that's regardless of if it's the neuroart or, you know, strictly neurographica where you follow the full algorithm. It's important that you color or archetype through the boundaries that you created on your page, creating new connections, overcoming the set standards, overcoming the barriers, just even by applying the color differently to maybe what you were taught at school when you were advised not to go over the line, not to color outside like that. Set yourself free. Make sure you check in with your body, how this practice making you feel. Embrace the full potential of a gratitude practice. Experience it on all levels, emotionally, whether that is pride, joy, happiness. Experience it on physical level, tears of joy, smiles, maybe butterflies in your stomach. Maybe you have burning cheeks with energy flowing. Just really want to create a little bit of a glow from my bauble. And I do that by creating those little hatchy lines, hatching around the bauble to sort of show that it's glowing. My gratitude is glowing today. And yellow is such a happy color. Can't go wrong with adding a splash of yellow into your picture, because it represents joy and sun and light, happiness. For Chinese elements, yellow is color of earth element, so it also wise and grounding. Just highlighting a little string for where my bubble is going to hang. There you go. I'm thinking one more color, maybe a little bit of blue. To represent the festive weather. It's nice and cold outside. And yes, nice and cold. It's sunny and crisp. I can feel the frost on my face when I walk around. I could feel the cold air, feeling my lungs as I breathe. And to me, it's magical because it reminds me of my childhood. Reminds me of the magical time when I was a child and was enjoying the change of season, embracing the warm coats and hats and gloves. And I live that experience also for my children, who are so joyful when they can skid on the road, on the ice, or crack the ice and the puddles. So now it's time to put in place a field line which will represent something that is outcome for you. I would want you to think just of the process so far, what you experienced, and what does that represent to you? What would be the conclusion from your gratitude? In my case, for instance, I've done a master's degree, and the conclusion for me is that it's important to continue learning and working with other people and being with other people, because I've done a lot of work on my own as well, and I'm realizing more and more that working with others is more rewarding, it's better for my mental health, and that I need to continue to seek opportunities where I could either work on the projects or continue my education, and I should at least do some of it face to face. And that would be my conclusion. So you would have your own, with example where, for instance, you, I don't know, got a car or driving license. You can conclude that it's great to have a new skill and be independent and have a car, because you were able to do, 3 times as many maybe trips, or you went somewhere where you've never been before. You saved time because you didn't have to wait for the bus, and you saved a ton of money on a taxi. Whatever that outcome is, just put that inside your picture as a big thick line that stands out amongst the other lines, and it goes from one end to the other end, or you can go in any direction, but the rule is that it goes across the whole page. And the last activity here is that we are choosing a fixing, so the most important part of our drawing. And I'm just going to highlight my bubble, my gratitude bubble, just a circle like a mandala, because it was important to me to reflect on this amazing opportunity and how lucky I actually was to get in and experience this course with other people. So what you've got to do now, make sure that all the rounding is completed. When you work with circles, I recommend that you go first over the outer edge of the circle to make sure that you don't miss anything. So as I created a thicker line, all my rounding disappeared. So I'm going around the whole circle on the outside, and in this case I'm not going to miss any angles. It's important to round, to maintain balance, and to integrate the meanings created freshly with the rest of the picture, because Neurographica is an integrative practice and it allows us to combine multiple meanings together and make sense of them and work with complex issues. So now I go inside the circle, do the same. Make sure that all my lines are rounded here. Some of them might need a fresh coat of marker if they look a bit bleak. And voila, the first Christmas advent calendar is complete. I hope you enjoyed the session. Check in tomorrow for the next advent calendar surprise with MORA. Wish you all the best and stay grateful.